It's raining, it's pouring. Hi everybody. Halloween's coming up. That means it's time for pumpkin carving. And this year, I thought I would try something that I've never tried before. So this is not an instructional video because I am not an authority on this process, but I did think it might be fun to share the process with you, and hopefully it turns out well. I saw some very realistic looking faces carved into pumpkins last year, and it was something that made me think, okay, I'm going to try that next year. I would like to try that. So the technique is kind of like carving clay, except you're using a pumpkin. And the great thing for me about being here in the barn in Rhode Island is I have all of my clay tools, which these are the tools that are used for this type of carving. Do I have them here? Here. So these loop tools specifically that we use for clay, like these, I have some big ones. Oh, here we go, like this one. And when I thought of carving, I thought, oh, the barn will be the the perfect place to do this, because I can make a mess in the barn, and I have a drop cloth on the table, so I could attempt to do this in here and just toss everything outside. All the scraps can go right into the woods where they'll decompose. So I'm just going to get to it. The first, as I said, this is not instructional because I kind of don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying. But this is something that I feel any of you, if you're ever intrigued by something you see, just try. Dive right in. So many of the things that I've learned to do over the years have come from being intrigued and then following that little bit of inspiration and just going for it. And then if I'm not really into the process, then I just leave it there. I just don't do it again. But sometimes I'm so intrigued that it's a little seed that's planted and it grows year after year. And it's something that you can potentially become very passionate about. So seeing these pumpkins last year was that initial source of inspiration. And now I'm going to see if this is something that I enjoy doing. I have two pumpkins, actually. I have this one. I have this one over here. For what I want to carve, I mean, this is kind of like a sculptor looking at their piece of marble or choosing the piece of marble before they start carving. Because every piece of marble is different and every pumpkin is different. And I'm looking at this to assess what would be better for a face. And I think this one, because it's nice and round. You know, the iPhone is very good at adjusting for light, but it's actually pretty dark in here. So I do need my lamp. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to go for it. Now, I've never attempted to do this with clay tools before, but it seems like the clay tools are perfect for this. Ew, this is the part I don't like. I'm going to change my gloves to good rubber gloves. These pumpkin seeds. Okay. There. Clean. No, I don't think I need this. Okay, now I'm just starting to carve out the major points of the face. And this process is subtractive. So we're going from the highest points of the face down. And what's a little scary about this, or intimidating, is that once you take away the material, you can't put it back. Nose, bottom of the nose, mouth. I want to make the mouth big, scary. Comes the sun, dee 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 dee, and I say dee 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 dee. Just jumped in the pool. It was cold, but it was refreshing. Because the sun came out. Probably the last week of swimming for the year. Oh, I shouldn't say that, because sometimes on Thanksgiving here in Rhode Island, it's still, the ocean is still warm enough for a swim. This is very amusing. Why do I find this so funny? It's really funny. It's very amusing. The top teeth sit above the lower teeth, so carve out a bit. So that the lower teeth are sitting below the top teeth. This is what I learned in my crochet class last summer in Florence about carving teeth. Don't carve the lines. Don't carve these. It's very tempting to carve these lines in between the teeth. Like bam, 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 bam. But instead, if you just carve the indentations at the top of the teeth and suggest, it's much more effective and realistic. There. Look at that. And then also at the bottom. Little bit of dental work. Just give him a nice cleaning. Carve the fulcrum. Is this the fulcrum? I forget the terms now. Here's my pumpkin. It is not exactly how I thought it was going to turn out, but this is this is what I do. If I'm curious about a technique or intrigued, I try it out, and I would love to inspire you to do the same. If you're intrigued by something, get some tools, get a book, watch some videos, try it out. If it's something that you enjoy, then you could keep going. And if not, well, you tried. That's how you find the things that you actually really love. It's like shoes. You try on all different kinds, you walk around in them for a little bit, and then eventually you find a pair that you love. Pumpkin carving.